Alright. So I feel like I'm going to talk at myself again, but that's okay. I'm just got a few photos I'm trying to edit. But what I did do is, if you can't tell, it should be a little bit like faster. Like the video quality should be faster and better because I got a capture card finally. So it's going to be my first time trying that out. Make sure all the levels look okay. Maybe. Lower the music just a little bit. See how that works. Okay. So I have some photos that I need to edit. I haven't touched. Like this one. And this one. I already did one like this, so maybe not that one. But definitely this one. And then my sunflower I didn't edit yesterday. So I'm gonna take things easy and start with the sunflower, I think. So I'm gonna grab all three of those and photo merge them. Yeah, this looks like so much nicer. It's like so smooth. So upgrades anyway. I kind of need to fix the lighting and all that so that it actually looks good, because it looks like I'm in like a bat cave or something. But it's pretty well lit in here. So that'll be my next task. But I didn't have time for that tonight. Just wanted to hop on and edit a couple that I didn't get to yesterday. And besides, I don't even think I posted on my story today. So I guess you need content, right? Alright, I got a lot to do tonight. I have to edit, I have to play games with my boy Chris, and then I have to soak in Epsom salt, and then I have to do a ROMWAD, so like yoga, all before I go to bed, and it's 8:30 here, so that's my tasks. I had a little bit of caffeine earlier too, and I haven't been drinking caffeine much lately, so I think that's got me a little bit juiced up. So I'm just gonna center this guy right. Probably right. You know what? I'm gonna roll a thirds and right in the middle, just like that. Except for whatever the hell's going on down there. Because Lightroom updated, and then now you can do like ridiculous crops that don't make any sense. I don't know why that is. It's kind of how Photoshop does it though. So I'm gonna go ahead and try the repair tool here and try to get these little spots under control. Good. And that looks good. It's good enough. And you start seeing what looks good. I'm really waiting for the day where I have like 50 to 100 people watching and I get to actually like interact instead of just like talk to an open mic about shit that probably nobody gives a damn about. But that's okay. And I was also thinking like just how bad I hate watching these back. I did it the other day and not a fan. So I'm probably just gonna live stream and then never watch these live streams ever again. Like I'll probably watch this one a little bit just to make sure like the video and looks cool and everything's working good. But I'll be like cringing myself the whole time. Yeah, that's kind of sick. I think that's the one. Like, yep. I'm not even gonna look any further. Yes, I am. I'm going to try this one. I mean, we got that with that. I'm digging the purple. I want to like deepen those purples a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stick with this. And I took this with 85. So we got deep purples, and I'll pull them down even more. And I'm gonna saturate them. Pull them down even more. I got see, like I do this purple and yellow thing. I can't stop. I don't know why I gravitate toward it so damn much. I'll just bring out the yellows, highlights. A little bit more. Increase the contrast. Takes out some clarity. Or put in clarity. Yeah, we're putting in clarity for sure. Dehaze. That's hella contrasty now. Don't know if I want to mess with the midtones or not. And if I do, then I'm going to make them purple. We could see, I feel like that's too much purple now. Unless I deepen it. So it's a matter of that or like that. I think I just really want it punchy, so I'm gonna leave it. Actually, I'm gonna find a middle ground. So I took this shot at 2.8. I would have thought that it would have caught all this in focus. That's interesting. Okay. Let's see. Might want to pull the shadows down a little bit. Pull the highlights up. And then we can try this. I don't think I'm gonna like doing this at all, but just see if I can put like a big gradient. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be a fan of this. Well, no. Alright. Scratch that. I'm going to get the radius tool out. Just again slightly pull that exposure down. I'll probably take out even more clarity. Maybe not. And then I'll warm it up. Yeah. I think that's how I'm gonna leave that one. First photo done. Gee, that takes forever. Come on. And now see that photo. I'm thinking this one. I'm thinking this one's gonna be hard actually, but I still think I'm gonna edit it. Pop it in Photoshop. feel like my face is huge. Like my little window. I might have to do something like that. The hell? And her and I talked again a little bit through DMs today. We're definitely going to do a lot more fun shoots. And she showed me like her cosplay wardrobe. It's just like a glance of it. And it's just like those, it's like plastic bin on plastic bin on plastic bin on hanger rack on hanger rack of just all these crazy costumes. So we're going to have some fun. I wonder if it'd be silly if I downloaded like just some anime, like an anime character off the internet, like stuck it behind her. These are the stupid ideas that come to my head. So I'm gonna try to soften her up a little bit. And we'll enhance the lips. And this will just do exactly what I said it would. It would enhance the lips. So it's just a difference of that and that. Just to, I might even be able to punch it up a little bit more. Seems like that might be hard to see, but there's that. And I'll just save it back to Lightroom. It's the most tedious part. I hate this. There we go. So all smoothed out. Now we pick a preset. This might be hard. Anytime I shoot in blue, I always think that it's gonna look good, but then it's such a pain in the ass to edit. Shooting in pink is awesome, but shooting in blue is difficult. Unless you want it to be like blue. Told you this one's hard. Shit. So I might be able to do something with that. Let's start with that one. Or maybe this one. Okay, I think I'm gonna work with this right here. And I'm probably gonna have to add something in there to like the super pink. So in order to do that, let's find out. And like, it's sharp as hell. Caught that one very clean. 1.8. Shot that at 1.8. Oh, you guys have been hearing my phone go off the whole time. Because I cannot hear that. First things first, crop it up. And I'm just gonna get in pretty close, I think. Right to the top of that anime character. Right in the left eye of hers. So that's looking good. Noise reduction actually looks pretty good. Lens filters applied. Lens correction. Let's go ahead and pull up the highlights. Let's just go ahead and bring up the exposure right away. Okay. What about the highlights over here? You can make it a little brighter. Here, I really want that pink. I can push some pink into that. So maybe the same deal. Okay. What if you desaturate all the blue? And oversaturate the magentas. Nothing happens. Hard. But you know, sometimes, going with the music, life can be hard, and you just have to keep going. Shout out Camo Athletics. Oh, I don't want any vignetting on there, but I do want to pump up the contrast, I think. Okay, I think what I really want to do is get in here with these eyes. What? What? Dude, what is going on here? Shit. Just gonna get rid of that, whatever was going on there. Try that again. Okay. And just in case you missed it yesterday, this is what I do for the eyes. I'll typically take the brush and get right up in there. I will start with them extremely overexposed like that, and it kind of, you know, like even looks weird, but I will cool them down because we're in blue, or maybe Oh, if I do that, make him like a pink. So I do something like that, and then I go down to the clarity, which will darken them. And then I'll go to the contrast to darken them a little bit more. You can dehaze the hell out of them. Or on that. And then you can change the hue. Which I'm gonna try for that pink, I don't know. Could be a really silly idea. And then I'm gonna saturate them. Maybe just a little bit. So now I can clean up the edges here because that's not exactly a great look. And you just pull back on the exposure at the end to kind of finish them off. And what I typically do is zoom out. And so like this just happened right here. So my rule, and I said this yesterday too, but my rule is that if you ever get done editing the eyes and you look at them, and if you even have like a second of a thought, like a split second where you're just like, that doesn't look right, or does that look right, like you question if they look okay or not, like if you ever have that thought period, then they're too overexposed or they should be fixed or whatever. So I just had that moment, like part of me makes it feel like they don't look that bad, but then I question myself for just a second. So here I am, I fix it. Just like that. Kind of looks funny though. I'm gonna see if I can make him yellow or something. Because it's kind of looking weird. Like maybe I'm just like the effect of just looking at these eyes is terrifying me. I'm just gonna have to go with pink. Just desaturate it a little bit more. Okay, that's just what's gonna have to happen there. So what the hell? Sorry, this is just acting funny as hell. My clicks aren't registering right away. Okay. You know what? I like that. I think I would love to be able to change the hue of her like tassels hue. But I'm also thinking it's not going to be anywhere near that easy. I just don't even, like, I'm having second thoughts on this one. See if I can make her lips red, at least. Lord. Let's just see if I can actually make that work. Because that was not what I expected to happen. How weird does that look from? Yeah, super weird. That ain't happening. I might have to come back to this one. It's starting to get me. Let's try something a little bit more fun. That's not even in focus. Let me see. I might have to check the other ones around that. See if I got a better one in focus. Yeah, that's extremely better. What the hell was I thinking? Okay, no, I do like that, so we're gonna edit this one instead. I think I like this one way better, actually. Hit it with a few retouches. I love she's got freckles running over the top of her nose. That's perfect. Okay. Now we smooth out the skin. I have gummy bears. I will be right back. You know the funny thing about these is it says share bag. Like, really? Is it a share bag? This is definitely a one-person bag. I'm sorry if this is like really crinkly in the microphone. But I think you get me, right? There's no way I'm sharing this bag. Okay. Back to it. Wait. How am I doing? Okay. Wow, this is going to be great because this is going to be another blenders. I can tag blenders in this again. Perfect. I'm going to spam those motherfuckers. One of these days, old Moby Dick blenders will slide back up in my DMs. And in case you don't know about that, I've been taking photos of their sunglasses forever, and I even did some like product photography shots. I posted them on my Instagram, and they actually reacted, and they were like, oh, that's awesome, these are so fire, yeah, whatever. And I was like, just let me know when y'all want to work together. That's what I said back. And then, well, I think I said that, like the second time I said something like that, they gave me they were like, yeah, contact this guy, and gave me an email address. And it was like their content manager at Blenders. So I emailed that guy, and then he never got back to me. So, oh, I did this backwards. So they haven't gotten back to me. So since then, I've still been like tagging them and making fun of them until they acknowledge me. And one of these days, I'm gonna get that. Maybe they'll be like, hey, oh, go find some model. Here's a bunch of sunglasses to use. And that's my play. Mark my words. I got a lot going on tonight. I don't know if you heard me earlier, but probably gonna finish this photo and call it good. I'm still hesitant about the other one. I don't have full confidence in it yet. So if I don't have full confidence in it, I typically won't post it. I won't even finish editing it. And what sucks is there's a photo that everybody likes the most that I posted, which I have to put on my story again, but I see a mistake in it, and oh my god, does it drive me crazy. I got a text from my best friend Chris. He's like sad and lonely. See, he's so sad because I'm editing instead of hanging out with him. If you're here for a Photoshop tip or tutorial, whatever, the reason, so we did have basically this image that I just put in Photoshop, but then when I put it back in Lightroom, it looks like this. That's because it applied the same preset on top of it when it came back into Lightroom. So in order to like fix that, you right click on the image, go to develop settings, and then reset. And what that does is so think of it like when you came out of Photoshop, it saved this image now. So now Lightroom thinks this is the base image with no preset. And because you had the other preset applied to it before, it goes ahead and throws it right back on top. So when you reset it, basically you factory default the image back to its original state, if any of that made sense. I tried, so. But I am going to try to explore with other presets on top of this one in case any of them stand out. I may just start tweaking. Yeah, I may need to crop it. A lot of the times I'll be looking at a photo like this forever, trying to figure out like what I want to do, but I don't ever like figure out what I really want to do with it until I've cropped it. So I'm trying to figure out which part of the rule of thirds I'm going to use here. I think I'm going to do this. So on her right eye, just like that. So I think that looks a little cuter. And then I'm going to get in on those eyes, get those eyes done real quick. That'll give me another better idea of what I want to end up with. So I'll oversaturate the hell out of them, or overexpose the hell out of them. and then I'll probably coolers off and punch the clarity up real good. Hit the contrast, probably up the highlights too. Maybe a touch more clarity. Dehaze them. Do about there. Let's see what that looks like. Looks, got to get rid of the bottom here. Okay. So that looks good. Now I'll go back to my presets and see if I can find one that I really enjoy. I kind of like that, but I kind of don't. I don't think I like it, no. I think I'll bake the image too much if I throw another preset on there, so I will just work it with it from here. Pull the shadows down. I think I want to pull the vibrance up on that though. That does work. Make sure that noise reduction is pulled up even more. I like to sharpen on top of that. Profile corrections, that'll, yep. And we'll pull the group. See, this might overdo the pink though, just like doing like that. Ooh, it didn't. Actually, it did do a good job. Sometimes if you mess with the blue primary saturation down in the calibration, it will like make the pinks look really shitty. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to color in, and like darken the exposure so I can see what the hell I'm doing. But I'm gonna want full control over these sunglasses. I want them to look super good because we're gonna try to get blenders in the white whale. So gotta do it right. Okay, clean this up a little bit. Now I can pull out of here, make sure that I got that highlighted, selected. Now we can pull the exposure back up. And then we can kind of do the same thing that I do with the eyes. I just punch up the clarity, dehaze them a little bit. See, highlights maybe. I can also change the hue of them now so I can make them whatever color I want. But I actually think that where they're at right now is pretty good. So kick up the contrast a little bit. That'll work. Okay, I think I do want to pull the saturation out of them just a little bit. Yep, that looks good. That's, oh yeah, obviously need to grab the radius tool, put that around her, and just, yep, kick down that exposure just a little bit. Again, if you look at the before and after, it's real subtle, but that's exactly what you want. You just super subtle. And I was saying that the rule with that is that if you can see in the bottom, like right here in your thumbnail, if you can see a circle around them, like it looks like a lot of vignetting, then it's too much. It has to be very, very subtle. And what I mean, I'll show you. So like too much is like that. So down at the bottom, you can definitely see that there's vignetting down here. So I just kind of want to keep it subtle enough to keep everybody's eyes going back toward your subject. So like even if they look around, they won't see anything interesting, and the brightest part of the image is always going to be in her face. So here we go. Okay, well, let's see. That was 40 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. Just want to kick a couple images out, and then I'll get to keep on my keep on top of all my tasks tonight. So appreciate the few of you that you joined. If you're still watching, I appreciate you a lot, and hopefully watch the channel grow a little bit, and we'll have a little bit more fun. And I won't have to just talk to a microphone the whole time.